Hi, my name is Jane Matthews and this is my vlog for my news intensive weeks 7 and 8. Okay, so first of all, what have I learnt? I have learnt so much over these past 2 weeks, it's absolutely incredible. I've learnt so much about what it would be like in the real world, and I think that that's just so beneficial. You find out what it's like to have solid deadlines. You find out what it's like to have your work totally chopped up by an editor because you haven't written a very good story. You find out everything. You find out what it's like to just be in that real newsroom situation. What I've struggled with. My main struggle was the fact that we still have other priorities in terms of uni work. I understand that in the real world, you don't just have one story you focus on the entire time. I get that there's a lot more going on, but it's definitely not having an essay due or having a presentation due the same day and the same time as doing a news intensive. And that was a real struggle for me because I work better on one thing at a time, which obviously may not be the best thing, but it's really hard to stay focused on stories when there's an essay due. And so I have to stay up to do that, to get that finished, and then get up the next day and do another story. It's just seems like this process should be done individually, let's say, so out of uni time, or have 2 weeks where you don't have any assignments due or something like that, similar to intro week, but I don't know, that's just something I struggled with. Another thing I struggled with was the 2-week break in between our first week and second week of news intensive. I understand that that may have been a benefit for a lot of people, but for me it was really hard to get rolling again in that second week, to just come straight back into uni after not being in here for 2 weeks and write. It's quite difficult. What I enjoyed the whole 2 weeks. I get that obviously there's meltdowns and that sort of thing, but overall the 2 weeks were amazing and I loved every minute of it, because this is what I want to get into. I can't sit here complaining about the fact that it was stressful because I had to get another source, because that's the real world and that's what you'd have to do, really. Would I do it again? Of course. I would do this 1,000 times over if I could, and I would have done this for the past 3 years of my university studies if I could. I think it's so beneficial, and I have seriously learnt more in these 2 weeks than I have in my whole 3 years at uni. Thank you.